Hi, it's Brandy. Welcome to the Jab. Today I'm going to show you a video on assisted suicide and give you my opinions on it. You'll hear me and AJ discuss how we feel about it, and you'll see a video that I chose for you to watch. Like always, feel free to leave a comment underneath the video and enjoy.
Make the statement that there is no justification for having anything to do with the end of someone's life, encouraging the end of life.
I've been there with my dad, okay, and others. And at some point, you want to be left alone. Enough with the poking and the prodding. I want to go home and die in my own bed, in the arms of my family.
It's not an easy issue for anyone. Would you ever consider ending your life with a doctor's assistance? 5 states and D.C. have legalized it, but Supreme Court nominee Neil Gorsuch is against it, at least according to his 2006 book, The Future of Assisted Suicide and Euthanasia. In it, he makes the case that, quote, all human beings are intrinsically valuable, and the intentional taking of a human life by private persons is always wrong.
Basically, I open up the day and start my medicines out there.
Matt Fairchild couldn't disagree more. And he's not just thinking about this issue, he's living it. In Matt's case, metastatic melanoma, spread everywhere, including his brain.
Once it's in there, it's a real fireproof safe, and mainly because of, like you said, there's at least 3 kinds of narcotic medication.
Make no mistake, Matt has not given up. In addition to all these medications, he has endured 38 rounds of Keytruda. That's the same drug that President Jimmy Carter credits for his remission from melanoma.
When I went this week, they didn't find any cancer at all. So,
for Matt, like everything else he's taken, it didn't work.
I'm open to miracles and extra special things and great stuff, but it doesn't mean you expect or, anything like that.
So now he wants the ability to end his life peacefully, with dignity, on his own terms.
Right now, it's mainly making Matt as comfortable as possible.
When Matt and his wife Ginger first met, they had never thought about the idea of aid in dying. But the former Army soldier has been forced to learn more than he ever imagined.
Do you feel like, why me? Is the sentiment
Never
anger?
once.
Never why me?
No, he never, ever did. Never.
Because there's no, there's a 4-year-old girl that's got cancer somewhere. She didn't do anything to anybody.
In 2014, Brittany Maynard brought the Right to Die movement back into the country's consciousness.
I can't even tell you the amount of relief that it provides me to know that I don't have to die the way that it's been described to me that my brain tumor would take me on its own.
Before Maynard's death, the country was almost evenly split as to whether doctors should be legally allowed to assist terminally ill patients in committing suicide. Just a few years later now, 68% in favor, 28% against. Brittany's husband, Dan Diaz, was by her side from the moment they first met until Brittany took her last breath.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I still have days that are kind of somber. I miss her a lot, but I think about her all the time.
Dan remembers when Brittany found out she had cancer, stage 4 glioblastoma, the most aggressive brain cancer there is.
You want to have compassion. You want to make sure that you can not have people suffer, but also striking that balance with hope.
We talked about, okay, what if that miracle cure is just around the corner? What does that mean? And how do we get her to that point? There is also the reality that, we have to live in that day.
After a seizure on November 1st, 2014, Brittany decided it would be her last day.
Within 5 minutes of taking that medication, Brittany fell asleep, just like I've seen her do 1,000 times before.
Opponents still cry foul, worried that laws like this will inevitably prey on the disabled, the poor, the uninsured, people who will be more likely to choose death rather than pay to fight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
None of this, of course, is easy. Matt is suffering every day from his cancer and also struggling with a decision that hits close to home for Judge Gorsuch.
Supposing you cannot handle the pain and you know that it's irreconcilable.
And Senator, the position I took on the book on that was anything necessary to alleviate pain would be appropriate and acceptable, even if it caused death, not intentionally, but knowingly. Okay? I drew a line between intent and knowingly. Okay? And I've been there. I have been there.
Hi, it's Brandy with the Jab. We're here with my brother AJ. Today's topic: assisted suicide. Okay, how you doing today?
Miserable on the way to work.
How do you feel about assisted suicide?
Just gotta go any time you want. You're in the right mindset.
But what determines the right mindset?
Me?
Like at that moment.
I don't know. Should definitely. I mean, I can't wake up on the wrong side of bed and want to go die tomorrow. My girlfriend can't break up with me. I want to go kill myself.
Right.
Get a deer on the field. Oh, I'm trying to assist a suicide them real quick.
What should the stipulations be? Like terminal illness.
If you have cancer, you should be able to go. If you know
right.
it.
I believe terminal illness, you should be able to decide.
If all my ducks are in a row, everything's taken care of, I'm gone.
Right. And I don't look at it as suicide. I look at it like dying with dignity. That's another way they say it. Dying with dignity.
Yeah.
Because...
yeah, you go out on your own terms.
Right, you go out on your own terms.
If my dog had cancer, and it cost me $5,000 to get it fixed, but I can get euthanized for this, they let me do that, don't they?
Yeah, that's true. They do let you euthanize your pets.
Right, no matter what.
Yeah. For less issues.
My dog bit my kid. Oop, euthanize it.
Yeah. And with terminal illness.
Yeah, anything like that, try to go.
Right. If I'm sane, you know, my mind is not jeopardized.
You're insane.
If my mind is not jeopardized, I shouldn't have to lay in bed and slowly
right in front of your family
die. Right in front of my family, draw out a situation that's hard on me, hard on my family.
If somebody has to wipe my ass, I'd rather have a gun in my mouth.
Yeah.
Than let my son do that.
Yeah.
Because now, when I go, that's the last memory he has of me.
That's true too.
Is not the dad that helped him throw the baseball and do all that stuff. Yeah, I worked his ass.
Right. And just your self-dignity, you know?
I'm old.
You're embarrassed. I don't want my son taking me to the bathroom, bathing me.
And I don't want to go to one of them homes where they treat you like crap.
Yeah, I don't want that either. And I don't want to die in a hospital.
I don't know nobody crying over me.
Right. I want to be able.
Days and days.
I want to be able to say, you know, it's starting to get really bad.
Yep.
I think it's ready. It's time for me to go.
Yep. Especially if I can still move around, though.
Right. I don't want it to get that bad.
Yeah. That's miserable.
I've seen too many people at the end of their life and how miserable it was for them and how it haunts me the way that they look.
But then they got people, it's unfair to this, unfair to what? Like,
right, it's your body. It's unfair to make them
so I should stay through pain because you went another day with me?
Right, I think it's selfish.
It is. But then they say it's selfish for you to do that too then, I guess. But
is it though? Like,
it is, you know why? Because I'm living with it.
Right, so I don't think it's, but they're not in your shoes to say, oh, it's selfish. It's when our grandfather got sick, I prayed every day, God, please just take him. Please just take him, because it was tearing me up to see him like
and go like I don't know, to just go to sleep.
Yeah. It's painless. Or it's painless. Like
and wake up and just go to sleep
just now it's peaceful.
Yeah. I would. Great.
Yeah, and you're doing that on your own choice.
You got your own terms or whatever?
Right, and like I said, like the death penalty, you ain't got a choice. Somebody else makes that choice for you. You know?
Yeah, but you did make that choice.
Yeah, yeah.
You got a death penalty.
Yeah, but I mean, that's okay though, in some states.
Yeah. But can't you do this in some states?
Yeah, there's 8, I believe it's 8 states that you're allowed to, that they passed the bill for,
I wonder what the terms are. Like, what are their terms?
Whose terms? The states?
Yeah, like they say you could do that.
I have a list of them. It's definitely terminal illness.
Yeah.
It.
What do you think you're recording? I really don't. Oh, okay, yeah, you are. Don't mumble to me.
It's terminal, definitely terminal illness. You undergo a mental evaluation.
Well, you're screwed.
Me?
Yeah, you're never gonna do that.
Right, I couldn't do it now.
No.
You undergo a mental evaluation. I know it's like counseling with you and your family.
Yeah, I guess. What?
You know, preparation for you and your family. I believe the doctor writes a prescription. I think it's 2 pills.
Really?
Yeah.
You can pick them up at the pharmacy?
Yeah.
That's stupid, though.
Yeah.
Because what if somebody gets a hold of them?
I think you have to secure them in a...
Right, but I'm terminally ill.
But yeah, I think it's 2 pills, like one puts you to sleep and one, I guess, stops everything from continuing to work.
Wonder, like, does your insurance cover that?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if your insurance covers it.
You know, like,
that's another reason why they are trying to fight it. In all honesty, they're saying older people, because they can't afford.
Right, I'm saying they can't afford
their
it. Their
medications and stuff like that. So they're doing this, dying with dignity because they can't afford treatment.
Right. So if you do it that way, like how much do you think that would cost?
I don't know.
How much do you think?
I guess I could probably look it up.
No, I'm asking you how much do you think it should cost?
To die with dignity?
Yep.
To die with dignity?
Yep.
I think it should be free.
Free?
Yeah, I think it should be free. I gotta pay coming and going?
I mean, I guess not. You gotta have everything. Done.
Of course.
I'm talking about like arrangements.
Of course, it's not like I go in there. You go in there today and say, "All right, write me a prescription. I'm ready to go."
Why?
Because you have to have all your affairs in order.
I know that. I mean, but I know what I'm trying to say.
Why don't you go through the mental evaluation and the family and everything?
So who? All right, say you're terminally ill, right?
Right.
But you're not mentally
stable,
fit for it. Then what?
Then you're screwed.
Should there be?
No, because that's considered murder.
So it's considered murder.
Yeah.
But if you got ALS,
Yeah, but ALS, you're still right in mind.
But you have ALS, but you're missing a freaking chromosome. Okay? All right, you're born like that. You're born. You know what I mean? You can't feed yourself. I've been feeding you for 35 years.
You should have aborted me.
Well, I didn't have you. You're my sister.
But you know what I mean.
But see, that's there we go right there. You just got me. Ain't there in some states like you can see your baby, like you can tell if your baby's gonna have something wrong with it.
Yes.
But it's okay for you to get rid of that baby, right?
Yes.
Ain't that the same thing as I'm terminally ill?
A lot of people don't believe in abortion at all.
I mean, I'm.
I guess not even pro-choice on that, but that's a whole totally different topic. But
yeah, it is.
But
I don't know. Anyway.
But yeah, if somebody is terminally ill and not right in their mind, I don't think this is an option for them.
Somebody's terminally ill and they're not right in their mind?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they can't make that choice.
So I can die in pain because I can't add 2 plus 2?
Because it's a personal choice.
But whoa. If I have the same disease as you have, you're laying in the same bed next to me.
Right.
We have the same death date. Same thing wrong with us. Right?
Same death date?
Yep.
How do you know that?
Because they gave us 2 months to live. Both
right.
of them. Or they gave us, you know what I mean? They gave you a year to live, but you're going to be living in agony and pain for that whole year.
Right.
Right? Like, it's okay for you to take that pill because you're in your right mind, but it's not okay for me to take that pill because I'm not. Like,
no.
That's what
if you can say that you want it, then yes. But nobody else can say that they want it for you.
So I can't have a beneficiary?
No.
Why? They pull the plug all the time. I didn't tell you to pull that plug.
Yeah, but they're already brain dead when they pull a plug. You're already legally dead, basically.
Yeah, but I just don't understand. Why is it okay for you? Because you can say it, but I can't.
Because that's not considered the same thing. You're not dying with dignity. You're not making the choice for yourself.
I forgot where we were at. Sorry for the delay, everybody.
Me and you even have a signed letter to each other.
Oh, yeah.
That if something happens to...
I know that letter is, too.
So do I. If something happens to me,
yep.
And I'm miserable, just a soul living in a shell.
Yeah, well, you called me yesterday when to do that, so...
That was yesterday. A soul living in a shell, then you are to put me out of my misery. Like Old Yeller.
Yeah, it's miserable. I wouldn't want to do that.
And you wrote a letter that I had to sign same way. Also, we also have ALS in our family, and most likely it's either going to be me.
I hope it's me
or him that
not my son
that end up with ALS. ALS is Lou Gehrig's disease, and it is miserable.
I mean, got disease named after him.
It's miserable in all parts. It's miserable for the person that has it. It's miserable to watch somebody go through it. It deteriorates your muscles like one at a time to where you're just a head. You're just... Our grandfather was just...
His body.
Just a body. He could talk. He was in his right frame of mind, but couldn't move at all.
That was miserable for him.
I can't imagine. I never, ever want to go through that.
No. And then just imagine, like, that last night he had. You think, like, his lungs just stopped?
I think he held his breath.
You can't. You can't do that. You can't hold your breath and kill yourself.
Maybe he put his face in the pillow because he couldn't move.
How do you do that then?
Like, I don't know, like threw itself over, or you know what I mean? I don't know.
You think he just did that, really?
Yeah.
You think because he was coming to the house?
Yeah.
And we were
there? It happened to be the day
that he was
supposed to move to Mom's.
And you think because we were there, the kids, like, he didn't want us?
I wasn't there.
No, like, I lived there.
Yeah, you lived there. I was pregnant with Miranda.
Like, you didn't think he wanted to leave his house?
I just think that he didn't want to be a burden on Mom.
That was crazy.
And he was no longer him anymore. You know?
Couldn't do what he loved.
Right, he couldn't do anything he wanted to do. It's miserable.
Yeah.
Absolutely miserable. One day he was fine.
Yeah.
Started in his foot and worked his way straight up his body. Not being able to move your toes, your foot, then your leg.
Yeah, remember he's coming to Christmas at the house and he never made it. Because he fell on his porch.
Yeah.
In the snow.
He fell out of his recliner and laid there to the next morning because the cordless phone was too far from him to reach.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. Rug burn on his face and everything until my mom found him the next morning.
Can you imagine walking in the house and your dad like that?
No, I couldn't. Especially because Pop is like Dad. It's like Dad.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through. But it's crazy. Like, that disease is crazy because there's people out there that live with it for years.
Yeah, but look how they're living, though.
Years, but some of them are okay. I mean, not okay, obviously. Not
that guy
okay.
played for the Ravens. With the Ravens. He was in a wheelchair. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. But there's a guy that has a Facebook and everything, and his name's Anthony something. He has ALS.
Yeah, he has a wife and everything. Like,
yeah,
used to be
it's
his
like
caregiver.
A photographer or something.
Well, no, his wife used to be his caregiver. Like.
Yeah, yep. He ended up marrying his caregiver.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's still alive, and he's had ALS forever.
That's weird.
I don't know which is better, just fast
I don't
boom or prolonged.
I don't need anybody whipping my ass for me.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I break my arms. I can't whip my own ass to give me that pill. I don't.
Yeah.
Need anybody doing anything for me.
Yeah, I don't either. If I can't even breathe, like you can't cough up.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody to smack you in the back.
Yeah. Every time Pop had to cough, we had to call ambulance.
Right.
Like, I don't want that. I don't want my kids to go through that.
No.
That's not a way to live. That is not a way to live.
It's not living.
Yeah. It's like...
yeah.
Just being in a shit. Imagine the thoughts going through your head on a daily basis.
Give me that pill. Crush that pill up and...
You know, imagine the thoughts that had to go through his head, Jay. Like, I'm here, I'm sane, I can watch TV. I want to move my arm, I can't.
Yeah.
My nose itches.
Oh, God.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, I did. I was in the cast.
Being taped, right. Or imagine, like, being taped down or strapped down to a bed.
It's like you're just,
You're just head.
like, I don't know, you're just seeing it. Like you're watching a movie, I guess.
Yeah.
All you are is just trapped inside yourself.
Yeah, imagine the thoughts. The thoughts that go through your head.
Like, it's different for people who were born like that.
Absolutely, because you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah. I guess you could say it that way.
Yeah, you don't know.
That feeling.
You never had
that
ability.
That's your life.
Right.
But still, what about them people? I think, like, I don't know, that's terrible too.
Yeah. If you have to live miserably.
But all right, say you have a baby. You have a kid. And it's born and there's kids born every day like that.
Oh yeah, look at my friend Missy's son.
Right, like, he'll never have a normal life ever. Like, and nobody around him will ever have a normal life. Like,
no. And he will live with her until she passes away.
Right.
You know?
And then what if she passes away? Who got him?
His brother, maybe his younger brother.
Then he goes into the system.
Right. If his younger brother
he's treated like shit.
Yeah. Become ward of the state. Yeah.
But I guess that's not fair to say that he's not in his right mindset. He can't tell you.
Right. He can't even talk.
But I'm not trying. I don't know how to say it without sounding like a.
Right. They just exist.
Yeah.
They have no. I don't want to be hard.
I don't know how to say it right now.
Like, I don't want to take this the wrong way, but they have no existence here. Like, there's.
But I guess I don't know. It's hard.
I mean, they're here. They exist. They're here, but.
But I don't know. It's hard, I guess
they had no goal. They can't.
But
they're just here.
You don't think you could see like compassion or something like? How do I say it? Like Missy's son, right? Mm-hmm. You don't think she knows? Like, he looks at her a certain way. Like, he loves me. You know what I mean? Like,
but she'll never hear that.
Right, I know, but still, do you have to hear it? You know what I mean? No, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I've known Jason and Missy for a long time, but Jason is like a 1-year-old. So
right.
Does he even understand compassion? Feelings like that?
What's a feeling?
Yeah, but I mean, does it register to...
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee he acts different around Missy than he does you. Or a stranger, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Even a 1-year-old would do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
But, like, so who's to say that, like, for that guy, like... Oh, anyway, we get on way different subject. Because we're talking about, like, what's it called?
What, terminal illness?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely different than being born with a birth defect.
That's why I brought that up, though.
Yeah, but terminal illness is you were normal and you lived a normal life.
You're still what do you mean normal?
Like you were healthy, not normal.
There you go.
You were healthy, completely healthy. You could do everything on your own, and then you get the news.
Self-reliable.
You get the news that you have something wrong with you.
3 months to live.
And there's no cure.
Or it is, but it costs this much money, and it's going to take time. And it may not.
Well, that wouldn't be
your hair might fall out. Well, your hair might. Oh, okay, I got you.
Terminal illness means there's no cure, and there's nothing we can do for you.
Yeah, but you can take this, and we can give you another month. That's stupid.
Yeah, and a lot of people.
That's so.
A lot of people agree with that. Make them comfortable until they die.
But am I comfortable?
Right.
You know what I mean? Every day's my...
Well, that's the thing. They say make them comfortable even if death results in it, but not intentionally kill them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But, I don't know.
That's still not dying. I don't know.
If I have...
I think that's worse than letting me go out on my own decision. To just shoot me up with a bunch of morphine until I can't breathe and die, or let me say goodbye to my family.
Yeah. And have a big party.
Right.
And I can still enjoy the party.
Right.
Let me still be able to enjoy a party.
Let me celebrate my life with my family.
Yeah.
Before I go.
Yeah, let me have one more good night.
Right.
And I'll take this pill at the end of the night. And you know what? Maybe I change my mind because I have it in front of me.
Yeah.
But at least I have that choice, though.
Right.
I have the choice to go out when I want to.
I should be able to have the choice.
Not when you want to tell me.
You know what? I can't take this no more. I'm in pain.
Or not even if you're like, what if you know it's coming? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They tell you, look, this is what's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But we've seen it over 100 million times.
Yeah.
This is what's going to happen to you. Your legs are going to stop working. Then your arms. And then, then you're
going to breathe on your own.
You're inside. And then you're going to suffocate yourself. You're going to sit there and suffocate.
Right.
And you could happen in front of everybody.
Right.
Or it could happen in bed at night.
And you're probably, you're going to pee on yourself. You're going to defecate on yourself.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to feed you. So
somebody has to lift you up and take you into the bathroom.
Right. Wipe your ass.
Right.
Dress you.
And then that's what they got to remember you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what. And then if I don't make it
to
if I don't make it to the toilet, now you got to clean that shit up.
Yeah. And change my clothes.
Yeah, give me a bath now.
And get frustrated with me.
Right. What was that? Did you hear it? Oh, great. Yeah, I know.
I definitely don't want that.
No, not at all.
Like, even if, and I wouldn't even consider it suicide if I ended up taking my own life because of that. If, like, say, it didn't pass here.
Right.
And I was getting to the point that I was absolutely miserable. I can't do nothing for my,
Yeah.
Before I get to that point, I'm probably taking my life.
Yeah, but then that's wrong.
Huh?
In the eyes of, you know what I mean?
Right. That's considered suicide.
Yeah,
and but then people don't have to live with what I'm living with.
I know. But in the eyes of God, what's the difference?
Right.
If you take this pill to kill yourself, or if you shoot yourself.
Right. Well, that's why they kind of changed the name from assisted suicide to.
But is it still suicide? in the eyes of God? Like, think about that.
Yeah.
Is God gonna let you open them gates because you took a pill and were sick?
Don't know.
Because there's drug addicts every day who die from taking a pill.
But they ain't terminally ill.
But they say addiction's an illness, right?
Right? They're mentally ill.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I can't speak for God. I can't say he has exceptions.
right, that's what you got. But you got to think about that, though, because in God we trust, right? Not anymore in America, but...
Yeah, I guess you just have to have faith.
But what if I have faith and I still kill myself? Like, hang myself? But I still know that...
I don't know. I'm not God. I don't have a say.
You do have a say. What do you think happens? I think you should name this podcast.
What do you think happens?
No, topics. Because we fucking jump off of them.
Oh, yeah, I can't stay on topic for nothing.
Keep up. Keep up.
But, yeah. So, in a nutshell, my choice and AJ's choice is pro-assisted suicide. Like I said, we have letters that we both signed. Yeah. If something happens to either one of us, we're to take each other out.
I can still move my trigger finger to take me out in the middle of the woods, take me to my tree stand, and be sitting there for a little bit, get one more hunt in. Hopefully it's not in the summer and mosquitoes are tearing me up, but that's the way I would do it. Then just light my tree stand on fire, let me just burn right there.
Alive?
No,
yeah.
That'd be cool. Go out like that.
I don't care how you take me out. Just take me out. I don't care if you put a bag over my head.
I'm letting you suffer.
You better not. See, now you're going to make me do it before I'm ready.
Laying there in that bed and that pillow could be sitting